This is going to be about my personal walk with the Lord. And it all started when I actually was listening to a Christian radio station, and it didn't really start there. I mean, my walk has always been kind of walking with God, but I'm also 70% walking, but 30% doubting. But about over a week ago, I decided to give myself 100% to God, to the creator of all that's good. And when I decided that, and I decided to give my heart 100% to devoting my life to the creator of all that's good, to the creator who created all of everything on earth. It was a very emotional moment, but it didn't really happen right away after I gave my heart. It just slowly integrated into my life because I kept asking to be guided. I kept asking for directions and asking in prayer. And something happened to me just a few days ago, so I want to share this. And my mom had handed me about a week ago this piece of paper from a bank, and it was given about 10 years ago, and it said that I had an account and there was money in that bank and I needed to activate that account because I had taken out my 401k and I put it in that account. But I don't remember what I did with it, and so I thought maybe that money was still in the bank account, but I called the 1-800 number and they didn't have that account. They said it just never existed. So then I thought, okay, I'm going to the local bank. They said, just go to your local bank. They'll be able to help you more. I went to the local bank. They couldn't find any information on that account. So then I just said to God, I said, if there's any money in that account, I would like to use it, some of it, to help you with the charities that you would like for me to participate in and or to support. And I knew that when I listened to a Christian radio station about over 2 months ago, they were asking people to help donate because they were having trouble. And at that moment, I thought to myself, if I had money, I would like to donate to them because I loved how calming their music is and how touching it is and how uplifting it was. And so I made that statement in my mind, but I never did anything about it. And I just kind of let it sit. And then they stopped asking. So then I thought, okay, well then that's the end of that. And so they kept, they were still getting support, so they kept going. But when I couldn't figure out if I had money or didn't have money in this mysterious account that nobody could find, I said to the Lord, I said, well, if you can help me with this, if I find out if I have money in here, then that extra money I will go and support the things you want me to support. So on a stroke of luck, I was doing something else, was parked in front of this bank. And there was a space there and happened to be another branch of the same bank. And after I finished what I needed to do with what I was doing for something else, I decided I'd just step into this bank and also ask. And so when I asked them about this account, they said, well, we're not sure. I mean, I waited over an hour to see somebody because they were so busy and they were closing, but then, they assured me that they'll get to me. So I finally saw the person and he went to the back. Some reason they were able, because the other people weren't able to pull it up in their computer or in their general computer, in But these people, for some reason, they were able to pull it up. And they said, you did have an account and it was closed, and the money was transferred to a joint account with your family. So it appears that I did obtain my money, but even though I obtained it 10 years ago, I guess I used it up and I just didn't remember. But because of my promise to the Lord, and even though it's a gray area, but I feel like I should honor it, because it's not like I lost the money. So I have the money, I just used it a long time ago. So I said, okay, I'm going to donate that $50. $50 is not a lot. And there was another organization called Hope for Paws that were helping stray animals, and it really touched me, and I wanted to donate to them many, many years ago, actually 10 years ago, but I was persuaded not to by my family members because they said they were scammers and these, anyway. So I did some research and I decided, well, maybe I wasn't sure. So I actually didn't donate, but it was still in my heart, and I felt like, well, that's also something I might want to donate. So I asked God, as a creator, if he wanted me to donate, if the Father wanted me to donate to this place too. And my answer that I got was a yes as well. And this amount was significantly larger than the radio station. So, then, but I also asked, like, well, is it okay if when I'm, have a little more money, then I'll donate to that. And Creator said yes, but donate to the radio station first, because it's $50. So I decided that I was going to donate, and then the idea sat with me for 2 more days, and finally, for some reason, I heard either on YouTube or on the radio the message that when we're led to do something by the Creator, that we should do it right away, and that when we don't honor or do it right away, that it leaves a gap between us and the Creator, and it leaves a gap between the things we want to do, and that gap doesn't close itself, it actually gets wider and wider. So we needed to do it right away. So I said, okay, I'm going to do it. And when I finally made that decision and said, I'm going to go tomorrow, I'm going to do this tomorrow. And, I made the decision that I am going to do this within the next day or ASAP. So as soon as I decided that, the next day I woke up and I had the message from the Creator saying that I should go visit my mom, that I should visit her, I should go there in the morning. But because I'm still kind of not used to being told and working so quickly, I just delayed and delayed until the day almost ended and the sun was setting. And then I got the message from the Creator saying, go to see your mom. Go to see your mom. And it was like you had to go before the sun went down. And it was almost getting more urgent. So I decided I'm going to follow this little voice in my heart. And so I left and I went to my mother's place, thinking all along, because my grandfather just passed, her father just passed, that she must be lonely and that's the reason why I'm going there. And so as I got there, because she tells me that she's out every single day because she's so trying to heal from having the hole in her heart, missing her father. And so she is out every day doing stuff that, just to distract herself, having fun with her life and running around. And I figured that she would also be out that day too, because she told me she's out every day. So when I went to her house, I asked her, I said, were you home today? And she said, yeah. I said, were you home the whole time? She said, yes. The whole day she didn't go out. So that proved to me that the message that I got was accurate, that I wasn't just thinking out of my head, that she was there the whole day and I was supposed to go there. So while I was there, I cooked some soup and asked her if she wanted some. I asked her if she was lonely, if she felt all right, if she, just to see if she needed me. But she said she was perfectly happy, and she felt that she didn't really need, any comforting or anything. She didn't really need my company, and she just needed to have peace, or just the peace that she was in.